Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of ProActivate. And state your name and your company for me.
Scott Emerson, VanillaSoft.
Okay, Scott, I would like to know what the number one issue you face in terms of challenges as it relates to hiring sales talent is.
I think a lot of it is just time. For me, it's actually having the time to go through the proper vetting process. And then once I kind of get through that process, understanding kind of, who checks out, right? There's the checklist on, the emotional test or the sales test, and then really finding out who really fits the right culture.
Okay, great. So culture, time, and do they have the right qualifications? What is the number one quality you look for when hiring sales talent, Scott?
So for the SDRs, it's the detective aspect. And do a lot of research. So looking for the curiosity. Let's go beyond the surface of, I just see the lead in front of me, and I'm not going to do any LinkedIn research, right? Or I won't use Discover or Zoom Navigator, right? So it's going below the surface of just, I know who Jamie is.
Absolutely. And curiosity means somebody is a learner. They have a growth mindset. So
Absolutely.
awesome. Well, thank you so much, Scott.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes. Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of ProActivate, here with John McGee. And John, would you tell them your company name, please?
Yeah, my company name is Optify Now. I'm the CEO and founder of Optify Now. We're a sales and management software platform that recognizes financial services, healthcare, automotive, and some other affiliated verticals.
Awesome. Thank you, John. And what is the number one quality you look for in hiring top sales talent?
For us right now, because we're selling to enterprise customers, the hardest thing for us to convey is trust and character to our customers. We're asking them to make a big investment in us. And so for us to make that, to help them make that leap into making that investment in us, we have to project character, trust, honesty, those kind of core values to the customer before we even start selling our software.
So someone who can build that trust.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Okay, and do you think sales skill set or sales mindset is more important in hiring great talent?
Well, obviously it's a balance of both. Right now for us at the stage that we're at, we're more on skill set. So finding the right talent that has the right value, core value structure is really important in what we're looking for.
Okay. So the value of the salesperson, the value is more so than the specific, skills in selling. Okay,
Correct,
so that would be mindset, I would say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's okay. And then what is the greatest challenge you face in hiring top sales talent?
Well, number one, it's a very competitive marketplace.
It is.
So also convince so we're selling to these future salespeople that we have the right culture for them to succeed in.
Mm-hmm.
So projecting that culture out to them and projecting the image of a company that they would want to be part of. We're not looking for just a salesperson, we're looking for a member of our family. And we're trying to present those core, family values out to our customers. And so it has to flow from me all the way through the organization, out to our sales teams, out to our customers.
Awesome. Thank you so much, John. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of ProActivate, and I have Chad Burmeister here with me. Chad, tell us your company name and what you do.
Yeah, I'm the CEO of ScaleX.ai and BDR.ai, and we leverage artificial intelligence to help companies build pipeline, schedule meetings, and dominate their market.
Awesome. Chad, what is the number one quality you look for in hiring sales talent?
Well, I see AI and artificial intelligence can actually take on the digital outreach process nowadays. So what the AI can't do is have human-to-human conversations.
Right.
So I look for people who have empathy and who can have human-to-human conversations, because in the short term, an AI and a bot really aren't going to be able to handle that part of it.
Absolutely. What is the number one challenge you face as it relates to hiring awesome sales talent?
So I use scoring technologies. I'm a big fan of the OMG Objective Management Group and Predictive Index and all of these. However, that gives me the basics of who the person is, but I just need someone to help me understand and sort through all of the candidates to find the best possible person. So finding someone who has, honestly, grit is one of the biggest things that I look for in a candidate.
I agree with you on that, for sure, for sure. And then, Chad, in terms of skill set or mindset, what do you think is most important in hiring sales talent?
Mindset is so important in today's world. I think the skill set can be trained. The mindset is a lot harder to be trained. So I think I place mindset at the top of the stack.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of Proactivate. If you would say your name and company, that would be great.
Derek Lunston, CEO of Scrimmage.
Derek, I would love to ask you, what is the number one quality you look for when hiring sales talent?
Self-driven. That's my biggest thing. They need to be someone that's going to be goal-oriented, able to put in the work, and motivated to go out and achieve whatever objectives are outlined for them and for themselves, ultimately, in my opinion. Because managers only do so much. If you're not self-motivated, then you're going to struggle.
You can't motivate someone,
You
absolutely. Do you think skill set or mindset is more important in terms of a consideration for hiring top sales talent?
Absolutely, without a doubt,
Okay.
mindset. You can teach them, Scrimmage is a platform for education and training.
Right.
We can teach them how to sell, but if they are not good here, it's an uphill battle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what is the number one challenge you face as it relates to hiring great sales talent?
In this market right now, I think there's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of great companies out there, and I think that top performers want to work for companies that are, it's a mutually beneficial relationship. And so, in order to really kind of bring them over, you have to sell them on joining your company. So I think that's the biggest thing, is convincing the best people of why your company is the company that they should be applying their own talent and skills for, as opposed to kind of that mid-level salesperson.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Derek.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jamie.
Yes. Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of Proactivate, and I have Alice Hyman here, CEO and founder of Trade Show Makeover.
Yes.
So
Great
Alice,
to be with you.
thank you for being here. I wanted to ask you, what do you think is the most important quality in hiring sales talent?
Wow. So there's a lot of things, but I think the most important is that you have someone who is open to learn and grow. No one knows everything, and even if you are 300% of quota at your last position, that doesn't mean you will walk right in and be successful from the beginning. You have to be open to learn and grow, and I think that will make you successful.
Absolutely. And what do you think is the number one challenge that you or other clients of yours are facing in terms of hiring great sales talent?
Yeah, it's really hard to hire great sales talent right now. One, because I think we don't have a really good definition of what great sales talent for our company would be. And two, because there just aren't enough people out there looking for positions right now. So we have to actually go find them from other companies. So I would say the challenge is, how do you tell your story really well so that people want to come to work for your company and see that you have a great culture and a great work environment, and that it would be worth taking the risk to change.
Absolutely. One last question for you, Alice. Do you think sales skill set or sales mindset is more important in hiring talent?
100% it's mindset. I can teach a willing person anything. If they don't have the right mindset, I am not interested in hiring them.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes. Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of Proactivate. Tell us your name and your company.
Anita Nielsen with LDK Advisory Services.
Awesome. Anita, tell me what you believe is the number one quality that is important in hiring top sales talent.
I think right now I'd have to say curiosity. I think in the world that we're moving in, it is so important for sales reps to want to answer or ask all the right questions so that they can get the answers that'll help them differentiate from things like robots and AI and all the other ways that customers can buy now.
Awesome. And do you think skill set or mindset is more important in hiring the right talent?
Mindset, of course, because mindset drives a skill set. I mean, it's very difficult for when you're hiring to find somebody who's got the right mindset. You can always train the skill set, but
Yes.
who they are, what they stand for, that's not something I can influence.
And within your clients, or just for your own organization that you have, what is the greatest quality, or let me say this different, what is the biggest challenge you face in hiring great sales talent?
I think probably, and I'll go with the one with my clients because I have so many companies, different sizes, is
Yes.
that the recruiters don't exactly understand what the sales leader's need is for
The
the sales
internal
position.
recruiters?
The internal recruiters.
Yeah, yeah.
So they don't get it. I mean, and they're not salespeople. They've never experienced any kind of sales motion.
Right.
So they're going off a script or a list.
Yeah.
And you cannot gauge sales talent based on those types of questions. So when you're flawed at that first interaction, how are you going to get better sales talent beyond?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I
Welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of Proactivate. Tell us your name and your company.
Michael Poole with PCE Investment Bankers.
Michael, good to have you here. I have a great question for you, which is what is the number one quality that you look for in hiring great sales talent?
First one is teamwork.
Okay.
We don't pay our folks based on sales commissions.
Okay.
So we all have to be team oriented to be successful together. And
Okay.
so that's the number one quality.
Awesome. And do you feel like sales skill set or sales mindset is more important?
I'm after mindset.
Okay.
I'm after that cultural fit.
Right.
And without that, I can teach skills, but I can't teach that mindset.
Okay, absolutely. That makes sense. And what is the greatest challenge you face in terms of hiring great sales talent?
People who want to do the team. Most
Okay.
people I find are all about me.
Individual.
And so that's my biggest challenge is just finding that all about us versus all about me.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much. I
Thank you,
appreciate your
Jamie.
time. Yes,
Appreciate it.
absolutely. Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of Proactivate. Will you tell us your name and your company?
Sure, I'm Jim Hayes with the Aspire Group.
Jim, I have a question for you. I would love to know what you believe is the number one quality that is critical in hiring top sales talent.
Wow. So there's many, but if you ask for one,
Number one.
the number one thing I'm looking for is somebody who's a voracious learner, but then courageous enough to unlearn and learn anew. And I think that's super important.
Yeah, somebody with a growth mindset.
Absolutely.
Okay, and do you believe sales skill set or sales mindset is more important?
If you got the right mindset, the skill set's going to flow into that person anyway. So I believe mindset, and something we talked about a little bit was not just mindset, but heart set.
Yes,
Right.
I love that, the heart set,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then in terms of sales talent, what
Mm-hmm.
is the greatest challenge you face or you've seen others face in hiring great sales talent?
I think the greatest challenge in hiring great sales talent is making sure you know what you're going to ask for. And I think most people hire based on, I want somebody who's done this job in my industry and made their quota, versus somebody who has the ability to learn and the passion to go, not just passion, but the empathy
Yes.
to really see it from the client's view, from the
Yes.
customer's view, and help them succeed. Because there's an old saying, Zig Ziglar used to say, you'll get everything you want out of life by helping other people get what they want out of life, and that is never going to change.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate
You
it.
bet.
Yes. Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of Proactivate. I'm here with Ray. Ray, what company are you in?
I'm the Senior Vice President of Sales for Moment Feed.
Awesome. What is the number one quality you look for, Ray, in hiring top sales talent?
It's really not one. I have three criteria. Number one is curiosity. What have they learned in a self-directed model?
Right.
Number two is drive.
Okay.
How do they motivate themselves? What are their goals 1 year, 3 year, 5 years out? And number three, business acumen. Because we're selling a very complex solution that's fundamentally changing the way retailers drive online engagement to offline sales.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Ray. And do you believe sales skill set or sales mindset is more important in terms of hiring top talent?
Do you want to look in the camera or look at you?
You can look.
Okay. So I think it's more about mindset.
Okay.
It's about we're trying to really help evangelize a new way of getting mobile consumers to engage with the brand.
Right.
So it's really how do we get this chief marketing officer to engage in a different way.
Absolutely. That makes sense. And what is the greatest challenge you face in terms of hiring top sales talent?
It depends. If I look at my sales development group, the SDRs,
Right.
it's really getting people who have the innate personality traits and skills to succeed in a sales role, because often it's their first or second job out of college.
Right.
And then for my more experienced enterprise people, it's why do they want to come to our company versus every other choice they have.
So separating yourself and your competitive differentiators. Okay, awesome, Ray. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes. Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of Proactivate. Will you tell us your name and your company?
Sure. My name is Mark Winter, and I'm with the WinSource Group out of Tacoma, Washington.
Awesome, Mark. Thank you so much for being here with me. What is the greatest, most important quality you look for in hiring top sales talent?
Sure, I'd be happy to tell you. And it's probably not one you've heard. Curiosity. Has anybody said that yet?
Everybody everybody is saying that.
Are they really?
Yes.
Cut it out.
I know.
I thought I had something unique.
No, I
So-
really truly thought that I would hear a lot of different things, but curiosity and people who have that growth mindset is really critical.
It is, and it prevents salespeople from making assumptions.
Right.
It prevents them from turning the sale around and making it about them.
Yes.
Keeps them focused on the customer.
Yes.
I think it's the number one thing that I look for, frankly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your greatest challenge that you face in regard to hiring top sales talent?
So I think the greatest challenge is comes in consistent onboarding of the top talent.
Okay.
So the hiring, bringing them to the table, that can be tough. This the economy we're in right now, they're hard to find, right? Most of them, the good ones are employed, so that's tough. But once you get them, consistently bringing them into the organization and making sure they get the right training in the right amount of time and get the ramp to productivity as quick as possible. That's usually the toughest thing I see.
Do you think sales skill set or mindset is more critical in hiring top talent?
I think customer mindset is most critical in hiring top talent.
I like it.
So that's what I would look for. So I guess you could say sales skill set, the soft skills, the skills that I can.
Mindset. The soft skills are mindset.
Right. So I think that's the most critical thing.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for
I
having me.
appreciate it. Yes. Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of ProActivate, here with Christopher Plumley, CEO and founder of Elevate Strategies. Christopher, I would love to know from you what you believe is the number one quality in hiring top sales talent.
Jamie, good to be with you this
Yes,
afternoon.
thank you.
I think the number one trait that we're trying to find in our sales consultants is someone who really goes deep and understands the client needs, and that's really critical. It's not about showing up and just selling your solution, but really understanding the business problem that your solution is trying to solve for that client. So that takes a little bit more time. It takes a little bit more thought process. It takes asking the right questions to the right people at the right times. So I think that's been the biggest challenge that we found, is finding the people that possess that skill set that can go deeper and wider within the accounts and are very, very comfortable going to the right decision makers to have those types of conversations.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. And also, I would love to ask you, do you believe sales skill set or sales mindset, so the skill or the will, so to speak, are more important in hiring top talent?
The answer is yes. I think they're both really critical.
Yeah.
I think you have to, we talk a lot about the fact that it takes 10 no's to get to a yes.
Yes.
And so I think you have to have the mindset that I'm going to be persistent, I'm going to be focused, I'm going to be engaged throughout the process. But you also have to have a great skill set as well, and really understanding what the client's trying to get accomplished and how you can best support them. So we try to find sales consultants that possess both. We don't think you can be successful with just having one of those attributes or characteristics. It's really critical that you have both in equal measure, and so we really try to do a good job working with our partners to assess that out and find sales consultants that can really do both at a very, very high level.
Awesome. And the greatest challenge you face in finding top sales talent?
The greatest challenge that we face, honestly, is people have a very inflated perspective on their skill set and acumen. And so we have to do a much, much better job at fleshing that out on the front end. So we got to really do a great job at qualifying them. So we go through the process of working with our partners, doing background checks, obviously, talking to the best clients that they've had in the past, and some clients where they weren't as successful. So we try to get a 360 view of that sales consultant to make sure that we're hiring the best people. We really want to have stickiness. We don't want to hire somebody today and have to replace them in 6 months. That's very expensive for us and our clients. So we want to make sure that we're doing the due diligence on the front end to have the best outcomes on the back end, if that makes sense.
It does. Thank you so much, Christopher.
What a pleasure. Thanks for
Yes,
your time.
I appreciate it. Yours too. Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of ProActivate. Will you tell us your name and your company?
Yes, David Bloom. I'm founder and CEO of Level Jump.
Awesome, David. I would like to ask you, what is the number one quality that you look for in hiring top sales talent?
Wow, just one. I'll narrow it down to two.
Okay.
If that's all right.
fine. You
Just
can
one is hard.
break the rules.
So number one is passion.
Okay.
People have got to be passionate about what they sell and be able to transfer that enthusiasm to any buyer.
Yes.
So passion being number one, and the second thing would be coachability. People that can figure it out, don't bring your stuff from before to the door.
Yeah.
Being able to coach product-wise and any type of process. Those would be my two.
Okay, great. And do you think sales skill set or sales mindset is more critical in hiring top talent?
I would go with mindset. every single day.
Yep.
Every single
I
day.
agree with you on that. And last question is, I would just like to know what your greatest challenge you face is in terms of hiring top sales talent.
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing when you're running any type of sales process is trying to really test for authenticity.
Yeah.
You're hiring for sales roles, so these
They're selling
are
themselves.
trained, like they're
Right.
selling their number one product,
Yeah.
which is themselves.
Yeah.
So how do you cut through the sales pitch, because
Right.
you might love how great they are pitching themselves,
Right.
but can you envision them selling your product the way your product is meant to be sold?
Yeah.
Sell it right, the right way, every single time. So
Awesome.
authenticity would be the big one for us.
I agree. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, absolutely. Hi, I'm Jamie Crosby, CEO and founder of Proactivate, here with Gerhard Schwatner, CEO and founder of Selling Power. Hi, Gerhard.
Hi, Jamie. It's
Thank
a pleasure to be here.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. And I just wanted to ask you a few key questions as it relates to sales talent. What do you think is the most important quality in hiring top sales talent that you would look for?
I would look for somebody who is present, who looks me in the eye, who is authentic,
I'm looking you in the eye.
and who is focused.
Yes.
A lot of people engage in conversations that go all over the place, and I'd like to have a conversation with somebody where I feel comfortable that that person will ultimately have the same conversation with my customers.
Awesome. Thank you. And do you believe, I think I might know the answer, but do you believe sales skill set or sales mindset is more important in hiring top sales talent?
Well, it's really the mindset that drives the skill set.
Right.
So if the mindset is not a growth mindset or a mindset that is preoccupied with the idea that there are no limits,
Right.
once salespeople show me that mindset, I want to hire them.
Awesome. And Gerhard, what do you think is the greatest challenge today in hiring top sales talent that companies are facing and finding them or qualifying them or just getting them on their teams?
Right. I think the toughest thing for a sales manager is to find whether there's longevity behind that idea that the salesperson brings to them, meaning that they don't know what their real intentions are. And I think that a good hiring interview sort of leads to an alignment between the intentions of the salesperson, where you understand their vision of a longer term engagement. You know, and it begins with, what does success mean to you right now? And how do you think that vision is going to change over the next 2 or 3 years? And how can I help you achieve that vision?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Gerhard.
Thank you, Jamie.
I appreciate
It was a
it.
pleasure.
Yes,
Thank
thank you.